This is Mary Kay with Country Music Matters, and we're welcoming the very talented James Dupre. How are you today, James?
I'm well. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How's CMA Fest been treating you? Is this your first CMA Fest?
I was here a couple years ago. I performed in a round with William Michael Morgan, and that was the first time I'd heard him, and I was just blown away by his voice, and I'm so happy for his success right now. But yeah, so far the CMA Fest has been a blast.
Okay. Now, have you ever been here as a fan?
I have not.
Okay.
Yeah, I've lived here for 5 years, but I've always been out of town except for the couple of times that I've been here. So, yeah, it's a good time though.
So how did you end up to where you're at today? What road led you to where you're at?
Oh, how much time do you have? In 2007, I was working as a paramedic in Louisiana, and I started putting videos on this website called YouTube that was kind of fairly new at that time. And I did these cover songs, and it was a hobby, and it just kind of quickly spread, and people from all over the world were sending me messages, and so I just kept doing it, and then fast forward 3 years, 2010, I was invited to perform on the Ellen DeGeneres show, and she had seen some of my YouTube videos, and I moved to Nashville after that, and been here for 5 years, and got a new record coming out, and it's exciting.
When you got to Nashville, did you already have a label, or you were just, I'm coming out here, or were things already in the works?
Things were in the works. I moved here. I just signed a deal with Warner Music Nashville, and I was there for 4 years, and we recorded a bunch of songs, and it just wasn't really a good time, I guess, for what I was doing, and so I left the label, and then I went on The Voice, and I was on The Voice last fall, season 9, and I made it through to the knockout round, and then I got knocked out.
So after The Voice, did you feel there was an urgency then to get your album Stoned to Death out? Did you feel an urgency there?
Sure, yeah, because, it's all about momentum and timing, and, since I had moved here, there was really like this slowdown in my career, I mean, when I was on the Ellen show, there was this kind of big buzz for a quick moment, and then nothing happened, and it kind of, fell off the cliff, I guess. But I guess I learned my lesson, and I knew that after The Voice there was going to be a certain window of opportunity to jump on the momentum, and so we hurried up and finished the record, and I think we're doing it the right way this time, and I'm really excited about it. So
when you were on The Voice, going back to The Voice, when all 4 of those chairs turned around, what is that feeling like? Artists will say what it's like, but
yeah,
how did you feel?
Well, we had a month leading up to the taping of the blind auditions to sit there and think, and we were rehearsing and going through voice coaching and everything, and so that entire month, the only thing I was thinking about was, geez, I hope I turn at least 1 chair, because that would be really embarrassing if I didn't. It was, I put a lot of pressure on myself, and when I saw that first chair turn, and then 3 of them right back to back right after that, I just, it was the most overwhelming feeling in the world, It took everything I had not to pass out, actually. I could see, my vision was going dark, but no, it was an amazing feeling.
Now Rolling Stone called you, they featured you as one of the 10 new country artists that people need to watch. Now that's big from Rolling Stone.
Yeah, and since I was a kid, I'd always dreamed of, of course everybody wants to be on the cover of Rolling Stone, but I didn't care. I just wanted to be in Rolling Stone. So, I was so excited whenever when they put that article out, and just really, really put me in a really good place, and kind of in my head made me really more excited about the new record.
Now, where do you get your song ideas and your feelings for the songs that you have?
I tend to write more sad songs for some reason, and it's just, I think it's just because I grew up listening to Vince Gill's sad songs and George Jones and, you know, all those guys who really knew how to tug at your heartstrings, you know, and so I think a lot of that stems from that. You know, when I try to write a song, I tend to write more on the sad side naturally. I almost have to force myself to write a happy song sometimes, you know. You know, there's a good mixture on this new album. You know, there's some dark songs, some sad songs, but there's also some areas of light, you know, and positivity. So.
Okay. Any artists that you have admired for years, respected, or performed with, whatever, what do you take away, what learning and education do you take away from them and apply to you? Or know, like, wow, this is what they do, you learn from it?
Yeah. I think watching performers do their job, like, that's one of the biggest things that I try to focus on, because I've always kind of struggled in that area as far as stage presence and things like that, and it's something that I've gotten better with, you know, through experience. But when I see, for example, I saw a video of Charles Kelly performing a couple weeks ago, and he just has this like swagger about him on stage, you know, and I'm like, man, I need to do that, you know. So I'm always trying to pick up little pointers here and there, and, you know, watching the pros do it, you know.
So tell us about your new album that's coming out.
It's called Stone to Death, and it's on pre-order right now on my website and on iTunes. It's coming out next Friday, June 17th, and the title track was written by Jesse Alexander, Jeff Hyde, and Clint Daniels, and I couldn't be happier, you know, with the production. Jordan Lenning produced, and it's an incredible album. I wrote 7 of the 10 on there, and then I have 3 outside cuts. So yeah.
Social media. What is your take on social media?
It's a lifesaver, and then sometimes I just wish it didn't exist. You know, I love it. I really do. I just spend so much time on it. You know, and it sometimes I have to step away from it because it just consumes all of my attention and everything. But it's a really great tool. I'm not gonna lie. It's a great tool to keep in touch with fans and friends and everything. So. You know, I'm all over social media. I'm on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm sure I'm somewhere else too. I don't know, but yeah. If anybody wants to look me up, it's James Dupre at James Dupre on Twitter and Instagram. Pretty simple.
Now, since you started this journey, what has been so far one of your proudest moments?
It's a great question. I've had really like proud moments, exciting moments. You know, the Ellen Show, the 4-chair turn on The Voice. But I think right now is I'm never been in a better place. You know, I feel like I'm learning who I am as an artist, and this new record really reflects that, I think.
When you first came to Nashville, was it a big transition for you? Was it what you expected as far as how your career was going to go?
Well, when I first moved to Nashville, I came from a place. I graduated high school with 38 people, so it was like a big. I'm from the middle of the woods, and I moved here, but it was an exciting time, you know. And Nashville's grown, and it's you know, the people are so friendly, and there's always something going on, and you know, there's highs and lows, you know, in any career, you know, and it's definitely true in mine, and you know, but it's if you don't have the lows, you can't really appreciate the highs, and it's made me a better person, and I've grown as an artist, and you know, I don't regret it at all. I'm in the best place in my life, I think.
So what's in store for the rest of the year?
The rest of the year, I think we're just going to be focusing on promoting the album and setting up a tour, and yeah, I mean, just trying to get it out there and try to see as many fans as I can. You know.
Is there someone you'd like to co-write with, dead or alive? You can name a few.
Okay, I would love to write with one of my favorite writers is Jackson Brown, and I would really love to write with him. I think Waylon would have been a really cool co-writer. You know, just to hang out with him. He'd probably tell more stories than write, but you know that'd be okay with me. But yeah, you know, I'm trying to think anybody else. Jessie Alexander, she co-wrote two of the 3 outside cuts on the new record. I haven't. I'd love to meet her and write with her, you know, but maybe that'll come soon.
Well, James, we want to thank you for your time today. It's been great meeting you, and enjoy your CMA Fest.
Thank you very much.
And the best to you in your career.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, James.